Hello, viewers. This is Cincy Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you my 598 podcast. This is my 598 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, then you need to get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the topic on this podcast. So basically, I finally got the courage to watch the new House Party movie. I gotta say, oh my freaking god, this movie is just... Oh, words could not describe this movie. Before I get into it, I've been a huge fan of the original House Party movie. I'm a big fan. I love House Party 2. I love the first House Party. The second one I love to death. I love all two versions of the House Party movie. I love House Party 1. I love House Party 2. House Party 3. Well, that was just... It was okay. House Party 4, oh, that's when the series died right there with House Party 4. So anyway, after watching this, I gotta say, I feel like it did have the opportunity to try to be on the same level as the original first House Party movie, but they went too overboard with it. Don't get me wrong here. It had a good hearted story. It had a good hearted story, like, two friends who are down on their luck, are trying to make some money to make some money to better their lives. So they basically throw a party at the Bon James house that they were cleaning and whatnot, and basically this shit got out of control, etc., a lot of crazy shit happens there. So basically, this to get to the part of the movie right here. So basically, two friends, a responsible one and a reckless one, were cleaning houses in LA. So basically, they're house cleaners for the super rich and whatnot. They found out that the house that they're cleaning belongs to a blonde. So basically, turns out that their job caught them messing around, and they get so basically this place catch them messing around, and basically this is their last job cleaning, working for this cleaning company and whatnot, blah blah blah. But so basically, since they got fired, they decided to draw a party at the boss house to make enough money to better their current circumstances. So anyway, I thought, like I said, this movie did have a good story to it. I just felt like they just went too overboard with the comedy. What made the original House Party is that the comedy was good. It was never never really insane with the premise of it never really went overboard with his concept for that. But I gotta say, like I said, this movie did have some good, had the potential to be on the same level as the original House Party movie, but it just went too far with the it just went too far from the simple concept from the original House Party movie. So basically. It's not on the same level. This new version is not on the same level as the original version. I have to say that. So anyway, Anyway, what you guys think about this new House Party movie? You know, good, bad, or just okay, or just nah? I feel like this movie to me is just nah. So anyway, you know, so basically, if you want to watch, honestly, if you rather watch it yourself, honestly, if you honestly, before you watch this movie, watch the original House Party movie before you watch this movie because you know you will see trust me, you will see the difference what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's all. Sign off. One.